Hey guys, just want to do a quick video today. Hopefully you guys are having a blessed day. I want to speak about not rushing God's timing today. Like, if God told you he was going to do something, not rushing the timing. I'm going to read from Genesis chapter 16 from like 2 through 4. And Sarai said unto Abraham, Behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go into my maid. It may be that I may obtain children through her. And Abraham hearkened to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abraham had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her and her husband Abraham to be his wife. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that he had conceived, her mistress was despising her in her eyes. Okay, so this is talking about Abraham and Sarah when God promised them that they were going to have, kids. And so they had been in the land for 10 years. Nothing happened. And I guess they're figuring, well, hey, what's going on? Why hasn't God, given me a child? So they had this child, and then the maidservant Hagar and, Sarah, they didn't get along because, I guess she felt some kind of way that he had his child and she couldn't have any kids. So after a while, they basically went out of the land of Canaan, Haggai and the child, because, of the situation. And so now, if you look at this situation, everybody loses. They lose a maidservant. Abraham loses his child, not being able to see him, grow up. And, it's just, this situation is just a lose-lose for everybody. So, even after they had this child, Sarai and Abraham didn't have Isaac until still 14 years later, when Sarah was like 90 and Abraham was 100. So I can understand, if you're 90 years old as a woman, you're like, yeah, right, I'm going to have a kid. But if God says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. It goes the same way. If God tells you he gonna do something, he's gonna do it. The age doesn't matter. It just matters as long as God is the one behind it. If God's behind it, all things are possible, hands down. It doesn't matter. So, don't try to, the point I'm making is, don't try to rush things. Like if God tells you, hey, I'm gonna do something, or don't try to necessarily help God. He doesn't need help blessing you. Like, he's all God. He can bless you when he feel like it, how he feels like it. He can send who he wants to bless you and how they bless you at whatever time and whatever place. He doesn't need help with that. Your job is to stay faithful and believe that once he tells you something, that he's going to do it, and just receive it. Not to go out and try to help him, because you could end up messing up something, that was, basically something he already got mapped out. And you can actually do something to hinder it, to cause a problem. So that was the point that I got from from that story. Hope you guys learned something. Hopefully you have a good rest of the day. Have a blessed day. All right, thanks.